right, we have Mr. Thom Gimbel from Foreigner calling in.
Hey, this is Thom Gimbel from Foreigner. How's it going?
Hey, Tom, how you doing, buddy?
Just fine, thanks.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy guy out there. Foreigner's out on tour right now, and we're so happy that we were able to set up this interview with you and you taking the time to do it with us.
Well, thanks. It's a pleasure to talk with you.
Awesome. As you know, Foreigner's out on tour right now. You guys you just joined up with Def Leppard, or you guys still on the other tour, the summer tour?
We're right in between. We finished with Kid Rock, and we're resting up, charging the batteries, and then we're going to start up again with Def Leppard.
Awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, a lot of shows. Tesla, too. One of them was Tesla, a little Night Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome, and it's so great to see the bands that I grew up with still out there and playing and touring, and I got to see you guys the last couple of years. We just saw you the last time we saw Foreigner was actually in was that Morrisville, New Jersey? I think it was, Jen?
Yeah, all the way up there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah, Morristown. That's where.
Morristown, that's it. Now
that's my hometown.
Yeah, that's
a fun show.
Yeah, I thought that was your hometown. I remember somebody on stage said something about that. You were being, I think Kelly said it, that yours was your hometown. So that's awesome.
Yeah, born and raised. Yeah.
Oh,
kid.
That is so cool. And looking at your early days, Tom, you started out as a drummer.
That's very, very true.
That is so cool.
It was fun too. I was the drummer kid in school, and I loved it. But we wanted to have a band, and all we had was drummers. So
you had to go to something else.
Somebody had to learn to play the guitar. I kind of wanted to. I've been watching Elvis and the Beatles. John Lennon was kind of the rhythm guitar hero, and it's a natural progression. You know, drums is all pure rhythm, and this was just kind of rhythm plus adding chords, rhythm guitar. I couldn't wait. I got started immediately, and as soon as I could, I started playing Pinball Wizard.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's one of my favorite tunes from The Who. I love that. I love The Who.
Yeah.
But have you been big inspiration to you? What was big inspiration? I mean, you just said Elvis, you said the Beatles.
Yeah, very huge. Everyone growing up in those days remembers on the radio. Radio was really all you had, because if you had records, you got them from your brother or your parents.
Right.
Unless you got it for your birthday. Birthday or Christmas, you had about 2 albums a year. That was it for me. No one ever had to ask, what do you want for Christmas? I'd be like, oh, yeah, the new album.
Yeah, exactly.
So on the radio was really where we got our stuff, and there was tons of Motown and Cream and Chicago and Creedence. People forget how many hit songs Creedence had.
Yeah.
They were constantly on the radio. And some of that John Fogerty singing was a big inspiration. I remember everyone wanted to go, wow, like that. Just the way he did it.
That is awesome. Yeah, I'm reading. We're sitting there reading, and we're just amazed of your talent, of so many instruments that you play, and the talent that you have. It's amazing.
I just can't get enough, I think, is what it is. And, I'm one of those people that's hooked on improvement. That's the thing that makes me the happiest, is when something's improving. So if you just keep learning instrument after instrument, you continually get to feel that, hopefully, as we progress.
Right, that's awesome. And you got your big start with Aerosmith. You played keyboards for them in 1989 to 1995.
Yeah, the Pump Tour. And Get a Grip and all those MTV.
I was there.
Shows. Yeah, really?
When you came to Philly, yep. When them tours, I seen you guys in Philly.
Oh, I will not forget that night in the Spectrum in 1989, or it might have been early '90. The Pump Tour.
Oh yes, I remember that.
It was so loud in there, you guys. You couldn't even hear anything. People were it was a constant roar inside the Spectrum.
The Spectrum was always loud and always the best place to go for concerts back in the days, especially in the late 80s.
Yeah, because the crowd was so close to the stage. That's the beauty of it.
It was great. I remember that show like it was yesterday, because I remember the Black Crowes opened up for you guys that night. it was really cool.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, sure. We got to know those guys. They're good people.
Yeah, they are.
Johnny. The bass player's name was Johnny Colt.
Johnny Colt.
Man, I want that name. I want to be Tommy Colt. But they were really cool, and they were not that well known at that point. So Aerosmith had a habit of taking bands that were not quite that well known, and then certainly went on to be like Collective Soul, and even Skid Row when we toured with them in the beginning of the Pump Tour. They were just on their way to becoming a household name.
I was just noticing too, Tom. I'm reading some of your thing here, and I read that I used to watch Saturday Night Live a lot. You actually made an appearance on Wayne's World, on the Wayne's World sketch on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that was a special time. That was when Tom Hanks was the host. And everybody remembers that he was playing the part of the roadie on stage, going check 1 2.
Yes, I remember that part. Yeah.
That was the bit.
Oh, that was so cool. And you made a brief appearance in Wayne's World too.
In the movie, yeah.
Yeah,
that was fun.
So awesome.
one of the concerts. Oh man, we were doing everything back then.
I know.
I told the story about it. After the Wayne's World shoot, the movie, Joe Perry lit up a big cigar with the director and just shook his hand and said, "Pleasure doing business with you."
Wow, that is so cool.
It was a good night.
That's great.
It was a very lucrative evening.
That is so cool. So let's move it up to the band that you're in now. One of my favorite bands of all time. I love Foreigner. I always have. Let's take it up to 1993. You actually came in as a sub for Scott Gilman.
Yeah, that's a misprint. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, really?
It's a total misprint. Yeah, I started in '92.
Okay.
And when Aerosmith called me back, I called Scott Gillen, my buddy. We had met at Berkeley. We were friends and stayed in touch. And I said, "Would you like to do this?" Sure. And guitar and sax. And he came over to Foreigner at that point. And then in '95, he called me and said, "Do you want to go back to Foreigner again?" So this is like ping pong all over the map. And I said, "Definitely. You mean you're not going to do it anymore?" He said, "No, I want to pursue a solo career." And a brilliant sax player, Scott Gilman, anybody that doesn't know him. And so I said, "Okay." And we came back and we had this ceremonial. We didn't have a baton, so we just used a banana. He's passing the baton back to you. And Mick Jones was there laughing. I'll never forget it. We had the greatest night, and I was like, "Can't we all just be in the band together?" You know, it was so much fun being there with Scott, and he is such a character. We laughed. He was a lot of laughs in that one night where we were all in the band together. And we all went to dinner.
Right. And like I said,
Okay.
I was just reading that you came in as a sub, but actually that's a misprint. Okay.
That's crazy. It's the other way around.
Where do they find this stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. That's Wikipedia. They're just like, make something up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a bunch of bullcrap. They say if it's on the internet, it must be true. Yeah, well, guess what? Not all the time.
Not anymore. I know. 8/10 of it, they just make up.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a wonderful, wonderful time. And I've been here ever since 1995, and I can't believe that's 2 decades right there.
I know. It's 2 decades.
The first 10 with Lou Gramm, and now the second 10 have been with Kelly Hansen.
I know.
It's phenomenal.
How cool is that?
It's phenomenal. Mm-hmm.
How cool is it that you were with 2 of the greatest frontman singers of all? I mean, I remember Kelly back in the 80s when he was in Hurricane. I mean, this guy's got an amazing voice. And what amazes me is when he sings the tunes, I still think Lou's up there. You can shut your eyes and think Lou's singing these songs.
That's what people say. Yeah, people say they're outside the building, and they're like, "Yeah, that's Foreigner, that's Lou." But Kelly has his own style, his own presentation, drastically different in the way he approaches the audience. But he still sings the songs, and that's his voice, and it's one of those things where uncannily his voice resembles Lou's.
Oh, so much in so many ways. It's amazing. He's an amazing frontman, and he's you couldn't have found a better replacement for Lou than Kelly in that situation. I can tell you that.
That's right. We looked. Believe me, we looked.
And how is I got to ask you? How is it? You got to feel great to be able to share a stage with one of the best songwriters of all time, Mick Jones. I mean, that guy's amazing. Yeah. He's amazing.
Oh, it's phenomenal, and he's a character also. Just the most gracious, classy guy you'd ever want to know. But he's also got a pretty rambunctious sense of humor. He likes to joke around. And he does not take anything too seriously.
Yeah, right.
He's just quick to give you a little zinger, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good. It keeps us on our toes.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a great dude, and I'm so happy for him to be put into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. He deserves to be there. Him and Lou, and
Yes.
So many great hits from Foreigner. It's amazing.
That was a phenomenal night. Yeah, I was there for the induction ceremony, and Billy Joel was the one that actually announced it and inducted them in, and just the energy and the fact that they were getting that recognition for all those great songs. It was really what it was about.
Right.
So well deserved. It was great to see them receiving that honor.
Oh, it is, and he deserves to be up there. And I said so many hits, so many great tunes, and Foreigner's definitely one of the top classic rock bands of all time.
Yeah, it's crazy how many hit songs there are. People see us live and they go, "Oh, I didn't know you had all those songs." Wow. Every single one of them, the top 20 hit. That's insane. There's like 20 top 20 hits.
Yeah. One of my favorites, of course, is Urgent, which you do a phenomenal job on the sax. I love when you just do it live because you put a little extra into it than you do from the album. It's really cool.
Sure. It was great. That came about naturally. Mick and Lou used to always encourage me to just take these extra go-arounds and improvise. And he said, lose your mind. I remember them saying as soon as I got in the band, tear the roof off the building. This is the time. Go for it. Don't hold back. So I would be spinning around, crawling on my knees, flipping around on my belly, trying to play a sax, and just turning blue, and they'd say, keep going, keep going. So finally I said, well, why don't we just go to a different key at least? So there's some modulation here, and it'll sound like we've gone into a different gear shift.
Yeah.
I can lose my mind, and then we'll come back to normal. And so that's what we've been doing. It's an old tradition now. It probably goes back 15 years.
Yeah, it's been great.
So much fun.
Oh, it is. It's a lot of fun, and I see how much fun you have up there doing it. When I see you play live, and I also have at home, I have the Can't Slow Down package where it's a DVD and it was.
Dude. That's got the live DVD in it.
Yes, it does. And our good friend that we've interviewed on here a few times, our good friend Brian Tichy was on that.
Oh, yes. Brian's our buddy.
Brian's awesome.
He's always be a member of our family. And he's a good buddy of mine, New Jersey brethren, right?
Yep, yes he is.
We're talking tri-state area here.
Yes.
And, gosh, phenomenal drummer, guitar player, singer, writer. We've written some songs together. I've done projects with him. He did a tribute to The Who.
Yes.
It was called The Ox and the Loon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really, and I was able to go down and jam with those guys, sing with them.
Oh, that's so cool.
Real fun guy. So you've talked to him, you've met him, you know him.
Yeah, we've talked to him a few times here on the show, and he's a character. He's a character, and he did not hesitate at all when I asked him. I said, I know it's hard for you. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I said, I see your record here of all the bands you played with so many awesome bands. But I said, is there any band that you can say they can truly say that was like the really close to your heart to playing in the band? And he said Foreigner. Without a doubt. He said, I loved playing in Foreigner. He said, them guys were so great. He said, I loved playing with them. And Yeah,
those were happy days. And he just continues on. Tish.
He's a maniac.
Tishmeister. You've seen him with the boxing and the speed bag?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Oh, dude, you got to check it out.
It's
probably on YouTube by now.
Oh, okay.
In time with Led Zeppelin. He's like, and the Led Zeppelin song's going. He's got it perfectly synced up. It's a pretty extraordinary gift he's got going there.
Oh, he's
probably
he's
a healthy
amazing.
obsession, too. Real healthy obsession. I know he's a healthy guy. When
Yeah.
he was in the band, he used to run all the time, and we'd play Frisbee, and he'd work out on the speed bag on top of that, and then do the drums.
I know.
What a drummer.
I know. What a phenomenal drummer.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he's really a good guy.
Common acquaintance.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome, man. And you got, like I said, you guys are from the tri-state area together. That's awesome. That's even better.
Yeah, when we first started working together, we were comparing notes and so much in common. Learning drums as kids in New Jersey. I took lessons from a guy named Muzzy Mazzoni, and Brian knew him. He said, "Oh, he's a legend, Muzzy Mazzoni."
Wow.
So after that, I think we were brothers for life.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a small world, isn't it, man? What do you think?
Big time. Right.
It really is.
Well, Jersey and Philly, we're definitely cousins anyway.
Yes, there you go, definitely. But yeah, like you said, he's got a lot going on. He does a lot of things behind the scenes. And you, in your personal life, when you're not touring with Foreigner, you like to play golf, huh?
Yes, definitely. That's my healthy obsession. And I'm thinking, if you have to have a really strong habit, there are worse habits that you could have.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, you need a release from music once in a while. Everybody says, you know what?
Yeah.
They got the life. I mean, believe me, I envy you. I'm a musician myself, and I wish I was where you're sitting right now. But, you guys need a break once in a while. You just need a little time away for yourselves and for your lives. And you got to have that, certain voice out there to have, and that's, hey, if it's playing golf, it's a lot better, like you said, a lot better than other things that you could be getting into,
Sure. And in the morning, in the old days, we used to go to the bar, and now we go to the golf course.
Right. Big difference.
And then we go to the bar.
A little bit of a difference there, yeah.
That's the main difference.
Yeah, exactly.
It's taking a front seat. The partying is taking a back seat, but it's still in the car.
Right. Exactly. Of course.
It's fun to do stuff during the day. It really is fun. It's a great reason to be outside.
Oh yeah,
I've tried hiking and biking, and I'm gonna get hurt just walking down the stairs, so I can't go.
I think the guys would rather you hit a white ball around all day than you go and hiking.
Yeah. Even tennis. We found a way to hurt ourselves playing tennis. My elbow,
Yeah, you want to do an activity that you're not going to get hurt.
That's what we're hoping. I'll probably still end up getting hurt playing golf. But
that's awesome.
Have a good time doing it.
Yeah, and also it says you like to teach. You teach music too. Of course, all the instruments you know how to play.
Yeah, I really did. I enjoyed that. But we got so busy. Foreigner has been doing like 130 shows a year.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I literally had to find other teachers to replace myself with my students.
Right.
And I like to stay in touch with them if I can. And certainly some of them have grown up to be incredible musicians. And that always really feels nice to know that you could have somehow helped in that evolution. But I like to also help people, not in a formal sense, just with advice. We meet young people that are learning the saxophone and starting to play in bands and playing clubs. A buddy of mine, Zach, actually lives in New Jersey, and I've been kind of coaching him and helping him with his equipment and so forth. And then I get to see a video of him on YouTube playing
that's awesome.
In a club, and so that's real instant gratification.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, and so any chance to do that, we're definitely up for it. I think you might know that we try to do stuff with the choirs of the schools and helping the schools with their music programs that are being taken away. We want to help any way we can. So
that's awesome.
That's something that's very consistent, and it's very near and dear to our hearts. It just feels good to help people because I had people helping me.
Right.
It's
exactly.
Like
so you want to
return the favor.
Return the favor. Exactly. You're right.
It's natural.
It also says here, Tom, that you write and produce for other musicians. And is there anybody famous or anybody you wrote for that you could say? Or
I don't think. I'm trying to remember. There were so many people. Amanda Abizade I worked with. She has a lovely voice. Very influenced by Robert. What's that guy's name? Plant.
Oh, Robert Plant.
Really
okay.
A lot like if you can imagine a female version of Robert Plant. She's dynamite. And Corey Feldman, the actor.
Oh yeah.
He was in my studio at one point. We did a CD of his originals and some crazy, crazy days. Stephen Stills has a daughter named Jennifer Stills, and I remember recording with her. Incredible voice. And as I start to remember it, I'd probably go into a long list. But those were the days when everyone had a studio and people wanted to record demos because they didn't have a studio. Now everybody has a studio.
Yes.
You got a laptop, you got a studio.
Yeah, exactly. You got the studio right there on the laptop.
That's great. I could never say no if someone said, can I book a session? I could never say no, sorry. But nowadays, since they have their own studio, they don't call. I get to go play golf. See how that works out.
There you go.
Yeah, so it kind of works out. But we have so few days off that it's real important to charge your battery, just like you said, and get outside and renew. And that's what recreation, they say, recreate. And it really does. Sometimes with golf, you don't even realize it till that night. People are out there struggling and cursing. That's a big part of the game. It's frustrating, and it's also rewarding. You hit a good shot, you feel great. You hit a bad shot, you feel terrible. You're like, it's a full range of emotions in 80 seconds.
Right.
Yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster, mimicking life, mirroring our own existence. And then you get home and you go, strangely, I feel good. I don't know what happened.
Right.
It's kind of magical. They call it mental floss, if you haven't heard that phrase.
Yeah, I have heard it before, actually. That's awesome.
It's a good one.
That is cool.
To describe golf.
Yeah. All right, so I see that, okay, you guys are in between the tours. You're getting ready to join Def Leppard. And we just saw Def Leppard 2 weeks ago here in Allentown, PA. And I was so... Not that I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that you guys weren't on the bill, because I was like, oh, of course, the guys are foreigners joining the bill when they're not going to be in town.
Yeah.
They're going. I'm like, damn it.
Oh, we're like in the middle of the country somewhere.
I know.
Come on.
Yeah.
Go on out to Texas.
Yeah. You guys are actually starting in St. Paul, Minnesota, is it?
Yeah, sure, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yeah. You'll be starting out there.
I love that place. It's no Philly, but it's a great town.
I know. And that's...
Your guys are in the top 5 of rock and roll towns.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right there. Always has been, always will be.
Awesome, man. That's great to know. And, you guys start with Def Leppard on October 5th. And you guys are going to do a 8-city tour with them guys. It looks like it's that. Yeah. Wow. Lots of fun. So you go from one tour to the other. You guys are animals. The way I can't believe you guys can. At your age, you guys got the energy and I love to see musicians take care of themselves and keep themselves out there and do it. It's
That's
awesome.
Kelly Hansen. Our lead singer. He sets a really good example. He is 1,000% focused on the show. It's like all he cares about.
You can tell.
And getting the you can tell, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The audience. He takes care of himself. On days when we don't play, he won't sing, so his voice will be rested for the next show day. You know those lead singers, they do all that kind of crazy stuff.
I can relate.
Steven Tyler's the same way. They all have to take care of themselves. And
yes.
The ones that do are still around and have great voices. So
right.
Anyone that's still singing like that, you can bet they're taking care of themselves.
And they care about what they're doing.
So
yep.
They really do. They put it all into the show. That's the primary focus, and it's the way it should be. So we try to follow his example. Mick Jones, same thing. You're not going to find a more world-class, consummate professional.
No.
That guy puts it all on the table every night. Every note he plays, there's feeling behind it. You'll never see him like watching TV just going on his guitar.
Right.
He doesn't even pick it up or play it unless he's putting emotion into it. And
exactly.
What a great.
That's awesome.
Role model for us to follow. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
It's automatic. Yeah, it's automatic. With these guys, these kind of guys at this level. I tell the story of Aerosmith. The first time I rehearsed with them, we were in a room, nothing but the band, me on my keyboards, running down, loving an elevator, like for the first time to learn how to play it live. And there's no one there, right? Just the musicians. And it's like this tiny little room, nothing. And Joe Perry is kicking the wall or something while he's playing. And no one's really watching. He's not doing it for an audience or anything. That's just how he feels the music. And I was like, man, this is the real deal. And so it's been the same right between Foreigner and Aerosmith bands at that level.
Right.
It's going to be the real deal. That's how they got to that level.
That is so awesome, man. It like I said, I love to still see the bands I grew up with and love still out there playing, and it makes me feel happy. And like you said, the ones that can stand the test of time are out there doing it right now. And you guys are one of the bands that are doing it, and I'm so happy because you guys are in the top of the list of my favorite bands.
Yeah, we're keeping it going, and it's gaining momentum. People are liking this music more and more. Younger generations are discovering it. It's no signs of slowing down. It's the opposite. So we feel really grateful to the people that are supporting all these concerts and coming out and rocking with the band. That's what keeps it going. That's what gives us the momentum.
Right.
So for that, we're thankful.
It's awesome. We are thankful that you guys are out there doing it for us, so we can come see you guys perform the songs that we grew up and love. And it's so look forward to seeing the foreign
team effort. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is team effort. Because I'm in a cover band here locally, and when I go out and the crowd, we have our locals that come out and see us, and we got our true fans, and they come out, and it just makes you appreciate what you do more by seeing their faces out there every show, and makes you want to just do it more and more and more. They're the reason why you do it.
Yeah, it's that connection.
Right.
It's that connection.
Yeah.
When you see the people grooving with you, it becomes like a bigger band. Or when they're singing, it becomes like a giant choir or a sing-along.
Right.
And that's, it gets right back to the Who. Join together with the band.
Yes. Perfectly well put.
That's the magic.
That is awesome.
That's the magic.
That is
awesome.
That's
why live concerts are still very viable. They can't be duplicated. They can't be replaced. You can't have what is that image, a spectral image that they
right.
When you're there, but you're not really there. It's just a video projection of you being there.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm talking about. It hasn't taken the place. And you can have the biggest stereo, the biggest screen TV, and get a room full of people. Not the same.
Right.
So there's nothing that comes close to the real live concert experience.
No, not even close. No.
Especially when we're talking about Kelly Hansen. He runs around in the crowd.
I know. He's amazing.
Shots with people. I've never seen anyone so crazy. He'll get out there, take selfies, steal people's phones. This girl was on her phone. He took it out of her hand, brought it up to the microphone, said, "Who are you talking to? Grandma? Hi, Grandma." The whole crowd's like listening in. It's like, yeah. She wants to know if you can babysit for an extra hour so she doesn't have to leave right now. And he holds the phone up to the mic, and Grandma says, "Well, okay."
Yeah, he's a character.
The crowd's cheering, "Yay, Grandma!"
Yeah, he's a character. I'm a singer and frontman myself, so he's an inspiration to me. When I see him perform, I'm like, oh, this guy's he's the total package.
Glad to hear it. I'm glad it's not just us because we really love him.
Oh, he's awesome. He does the songs justice, and he just takes it.
That's the thing. Yeah, complete respect and true to form when it comes to the songs.
Yes, he is.
Just delivering them the way you want to hear them. It's so satisfying for the crowd because half the people are singing along and they're expecting it to go the way they're singing.
Yeah, right.
So it's really, really, I think, satisfying and fulfilling when everyone's together on the same page.
Right. So us here being locally, we're right outside of Philadelphia here. Our radio studio is right outside of Philly. And since we're looking at your upcoming tour, and unfortunately we're not going to be a part of that, so us being curious, we know probably after this tour you guys are going to take a little break. It's been touring forever. Is there any plans for another tour next summer?
Yes, every year we will be out there playing.
Oh, of course you will.
Yeah, not quite sure what the package will be for next year. Typically, we'll go out with someone else. Last year it was Styx and Don Felder from the Eagles. The year before that it was Journey and Night Ranger.
Ah, yes.
And as we go back each year, there's always a story. One of the years we toured with Def Leppard for the summer. So we'll always have something big cooking for the summer. But so far, I think we're just booking shows as we usually do, starting in January or February, and go through the spring on our own. And then in the summer, we'll probably do some kind of nice outdoors package tour. And I think we're going to do some acoustic shows. We got an acoustic album coming out.
Oh, really?
And those are fun. Just the sound of the acoustic guitars, and to hear Kelly singing and Mick telling stories. Hopefully, I hope they'll include. It's great when he does. I hope they'll include that. You never know if they're going to put it on the album, but during our live performance, certainly that's a part of it.
Right.
So we'll see how it turns out.
So you're saying we got something to look forward to?
Cool. Yeah, the acoustic stuff is cool. I get to do a lot of saxophone and different version of Cold as Ice that Mick came up with, a new arrangement that has me playing the saxophone part. It's fun to be creative.
That's awesome. So I'm happy to hear that because, there's one thing you get worried about when you get older. Like I said, the music, the brains, we're all getting older. We're not getting younger. So I want to take advantage of every opportunity I can to see the bands that I love. And because you never know when, it could be over tomorrow. You don't know. So you want to take advantage of every opportunity you get. So I am so happy to sit here and hear that you guys will be back around next summer, and we'll definitely be there.
Oh, good, because we've never missed Philadelphia in a year. We're there every year, and we'll continue to be there.
Awesome.
Once every year.
Awesome. Tom, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We know you're a busy guy, and for you to take the time to talk to us, it means a lot to us, and we really appreciate it.
Oh, well, I enjoy it. It's fun talking with you guys, especially fellow musicians and fellow music aficionados. I don't know how to say that word.
That was good.
Jennifer?
That was good. That was good.
Out.
Yeah, you were good with that.
She liked that. She was impressed, Tom.
Yeah, that was a very good.
Aficionados, but
She's not easy to impress, Tom. You just impressed Jen, so that's good.
All right. Oh man, that's
So, Tom, before you go, could you do us a big favor? Can you do a plug for us?
sure. Yeah.
All right. Could you say this is Thom Gimbel from Foreigner, and you're listening to the Shake Man Show on AquanetRadio.com? Is that a little too much for you?
Sure. No. I have that.
Okay.
Do you go by Shake Man or Shaky or
Shake Man. Shake Man.
Shake Man.
Yeah, the Shake Man
They
Show.
sent me, okay, you're editing and everything, so they sent me.
Yes. Yeah, Shake Man Show.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
call him
It's just-
Shaky.
Like, no, there's no one here by that name. Hello, Shaky.
What?
Let me see what I have here.
Okay.
It is. Let me take a look here.
Okay.
I have this Aquanet Radio.
Yes, AquanetRadio.com.
Okay. So you're listening to the Shake Man, is that it?
Yeah, you can say we listened to the Shake Man Show.
Oh, Shake Man Show. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, this is Thom Gimbel from Foreigner, and you are listening to the Shake Man Show on AquanetRadio.com.
Tom,
Yay.
couldn't have done it any better, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
You rock, dude. Thank you again for your time. We appreciate it, and keep it rocking out there, Tom. You're awesome, dude.
All right, thanks. We look forward to seeing you.
All right, Tom. Take care, buddy.
Bye, you guys. Thanks
Bye.
for the talk.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There he goes, Mr. Thom Gimbel of Foreigner, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, how awesome was that for him to take the time to talk to us, and what just a great guy. And such a talented guy. And that's how modest the guy is. We're sitting there talking about his talents and all the things he can do, and he could not just stop talking about Kelly Hansen, his singer. He's just amazing. He's amazed by Kelly. We all are amazed by how Kelly Hansen does this Foreigner songs justice. I'm telling you, close your eyes. It's like singing. It's like listening to Lou Gramm. It really is. But we want to thank Thom Gimbel one more time, and so enjoy the video. We're going to have it up there, the podcast up there. So enjoy this interview, man, because we did. We had a blast doing it. I want to thank my wonderful producer, Jennifer B. Smith, for putting us together. She's the best. And we look forward to having, hopefully, some more great interviews down the road. So thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon. It's the Shake Man Show on AquanetRadio.com.